Do you want to know how to play with your friends in Star Wars Battlefront 2? And that goes for playing with your friends on the same team or even on the opposite team if you guys want to go against each other. For example, if you're wanting to do a 1v1 in Hero Showdown or team up to make a single team in HVV, or even really play with or against your friends in any mode in the game, then this video is for you, so be sure to stay tuned to the very end. Hey guys, I'm the Grey Jedi and welcome back to the channel. Now, some of you may be wondering why I'm even making this video, and that's because sadly, DICE did not implement any easy way of getting private matches, so it's all left to us as a community to try and figure out this process. And this process can be very complicated for the casual player. Plus, I typically do 1v1s with subs every month, and people are always wondering how we get into these private lobbies in HVV. Now, starting off with the video, I'm going to separate it into two different parts. The first part being how you play with your friends on the same team, and the second part being how you play against your friends. So, to play with your friends on the same team, it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is go up to the top left hand corner, look for your friend's name, hover over it, and then press select over their name, and then it will just send them an invite automatically, and all they have to do is accept it. Just make sure they are appearing online, because if they're not, their name won't show up. Now, for this second part of the video, to go against your friends, it's a bit more complicated, okay? You will want to make sure that you are not in the same group, and if you don't know what that means, all that means is that you should not have each other's name in the left-hand column. So it should be where you can matchmake into a match and they won't come with you. Once you're at that point and they're not in your group, you will be on the same server with all of your other friends, and you do that by going to the options all the way down to the right side, go down to EA account, which is in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and then you should go down to the ping site selector where you and your friends should select the same server. Now, from my experience, and keep this in mind because I'm in Pacific Standard Time, I like to go on different servers in different parts of the day, because that way there's a much faster and bigger chance we'll get into the same match, because there are some popular servers out there, including mine. So I personally like to go on the Ireland and Japan servers because those aren't as populated. Now, I switch between the two depending on the time zones, because it's more likely that the people playing on those servers will be playing more in the middle of the day rather than 4 o'clock in the morning. So what I do during the day when I play is go on Japan servers, because when I'm playing at, let's say, 12 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is the time I normally stream on Saturdays, it is only 4 o'clock a.m. in Japan, so it works out great when we matchmake together. As for the night, I like to go on Ireland servers, because when it's like 6 o'clock in the evening for me, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning over there. So depending on your time zone, you would want to find out what servers aren't populated for you. Now, given this, if you are on different servers, there may be some lag, but that's the best that this game can do, since there isn't a simple private match option that DICE made. So I would just keep on looking for the best server with less lag. But remember, you only have to switch servers if yours happens to be really busy, and even if they are still busy, you still have a chance of getting matchmaked into the same match. I'm just saying that it may take more tries and that it may take a while, so the fastest result is to just change your servers to one that's not so crowded. Now, the next step is to press matchmake around the same time. So this works best when you're communicating with your friends, whether that's through Discord, a party chat, a cell phone call. It doesn't really matter as long as you guys can talk to each other. Then just have a small countdown like 3, 2, 1, go. That way you guys can matchmake at the same time, which will increase your chances of getting into a match together. And to matchmake, all you gotta do is hover over the mode you want to play and then press select. Just make sure you guys are trying to matchmake into the same mode. And at the top of the screen, it will also tell you what map you're going to, so you can just make sure that you guys are going to the same map. And if you are not, then you guys can just cancel and repeat by just doing the countdown again. Chances are, if it's the same map, it will succeed. And the cool thing is, if you happen to do this process right and you want to play again and again, all you guys got to do is matchmake by pressing the interact button at the end of the match, and most of the time it will just work and keep you guys together. The only time this doesn't really work in my experience is when you guys happen to be going to the same map, but a completely different match, And I know that sounds stupid, and that's because it is, but that's the sad reality. I will say it is pretty rare, but it does happen. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, let me just give you an example. It can put you into an Agent Kloss map, and then it will put your friend in a completely different match where he is also going to Agent Kloss. Now, a quick tip, if you're playing with a lot of friends and then want some of them to be on your team and then the others to be on the opposite, then be sure to put whoever you want on your team into your group. So, in simpler terms, let's say I want to play an HVV map with 7 other friends and we want to do a 4v4 or do controlled 1v1s in there. Well, let's say I want to be on a team with Sparty, Sam, and DeGoat. We'll just make sure we are in a group together. Then for the people we want to go against, like the Chosen Juan, Chuko, Jacob, and Shell, they would need to form their own group together that isn't in mine. Get on the same servers, do the countdown, and then get matchmake together. So overall, step 1, make sure you're in a group with everyone you want to be in a team with. Step 2, make sure you're on the same servers as your friends. Step 3, hover over the mode you want to play. Step 4, do a countdown. Step 5, select the mode at the same time. Step 6, make sure you guys are going to the same map, and then well, bam, you're in your own private match in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, another quick thing I want to mention is if you happen to see a matchmaking and it's not going anywhere and it's just there for a minute, that is a great sign because that means it's having trouble putting you in a lobby, so that means it'll most likely group you up with your friend that's also trying to be matchmaked into that mode. And hopefully everything I went over in this tutorial video helped you all out and made it a little bit simpler. I tried to make it detailed and on the quicker side, but if I happen to miss anything or you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. You never know, I may be able to answer and help you guys out. I read and answer the comments. I mean, come on, I'm here to help you guys out. The worst thing I can say is no, I don't know how to do that. So if you did enjoy the video, please consider liking and sharing it around with your friends. And if you're interested in any Star Wars Battlefront 2 or Star Wars content in general, or even just want to help me out, please consider subscribing and hitting that notifications bell so you never miss a video. It's completely free. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and may the Force be with you always.